We have all felt it, that heavy feeling of knowing we want more out of life, but feeling stuck in place. You tell yourself, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, or maybe when things are easier. Day slips into months, and before you know it, the distance between where you are and where you want to be feels overwhelming. But here's the truth: the life you want is waiting, but only if you stop waiting for that perfect moment to begin. Excuses are powerful. They protect us from discomfort, shield us from failure, and wrap us in a blanket of temporary comfort. But in the long run, they steal our dreams. Every excuse, no matter how valid it seems, is a thief robbing you of time, opportunities, and the satisfaction of becoming who you are meant to be. But here's the good news: you're one decision away from changing the story, just one decision away from changing the whole story. You don't need permission, you don't need perfection. You just need the courage to act step by step right now. And this isn't just about any magic solution, it's about showing up consistently for yourself. I repeat, for yourself, to tear down the walls of your excuses and break free from those patterns that are holding you back so you could finally move forward towards your goals with clarity, purpose, and confidence. This is your moment. This is your reminder that no more waiting, no more excuses. The first step to breaking free is simple. Name the enemy. Your excuses have a way of slipping in unnoticed, wearing the mask of logic and reason. It's time to bring them out into the open. Grab a notebook and write down every excuse you've told yourself lately. Maybe it's I don't have enough time, I'm not talented enough, or I'll start when I feel ready. Write them all. The act of naming them makes them visible, and visibility brings power. As you write, notice if certain areas like your career, health, or relationships show more excuses than others. Are there particular goals you keep dodging? These patterns show where fear is holding you back the most. Pay attention to the moments these excuses surface. Are you avoiding discomfort? Are you afraid of judgment? Or simply you are just overwhelmed by where to begin? Understanding what triggers your excuses will help you develop strategies to face them head on. In Atomic Habits, James Clear reminds us you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Excuses are just faulty systems. Now that you have identified them, it's time to dismantle them. Next step is to challenge the narrative. Your excuses feel real because you've rehearsed them so many times that they have become your truth. But are they really your truth? It's time to challenge the story. Look at each excuse and ask yourself, is this really true? For example, if you believe I don't have time, ask, do I really not have time? Or am I spending time on things that don't matter? Often your excuses are based on fear or insecurity, not reality. Find proof that contradicts your excuses. Have people with fewer resources succeeded? Have you ever achieved something even when you felt unprepared? Reminding yourself of your past wins will weaken the grip of that very doubt. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says in Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, the moment you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. You need to believe you can rewrite the narrative and watch how quickly things shift. Next step is to reframe your mindset. Once you've challenged the narrative, the next step is to change how you talk to yourself. Because words are powerful, they shape how you see the world and ultimately how you act in it. In fact, it also shapes how you see yourself. So stop saying I can't. Instead, You can try. This isn't a priority right now. See the difference? One closes the door, the other leaves it open. Shift your language to reflect your power as well as your responsibility. Ask yourself what matters most right now. If your goal is important, where can you shift your energy to make space for it? Maybe it's cutting down on social media or saying no to things that drain your time. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now reminds us realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. You don't need to wait for motivation. Start where you are with what you have. Write a mantra that reflects your new mindset, like, I'm capable of making time for what matters most. Repeat it daily to keep your mind focused on possibilities, not limitations. Next step is to take aligned action. It's time to move from reflection to action, but not just any action, aligned action that brings you closer to the life you want, step by step. Don't try to climb the whole mountain in a day because nobody did and nobody can. Break your goal into bite sized tasks. Small wins build momentum and remind you that progress is possible. The journey won't always be clear. Let me remind you this. And that's okay, okay? Trust your gut. When new opportunities or ideas arise, they often lead you exactly where you need to go. Rhonda Bryan in The Secret teaches us that you must act as if you already have what you want. So move through your days with the energy of someone who is already living their dream and watch how opportunities start aligning. Next step is to embrace consistency. Motivation will come and go, but consistency or discipline is what gets you to the finish line. The more you show up, the more progress you will make. Even 10 or 20 minutes a day adds up. The key is to make working toward your goal a non negotiable habit. Whether it's writing, exercising, or learning a new skill, just keep showing up because that's what matters really. Keep a journal or use an app to track your small wins. Seeing how far you have come will fuel your motivation on days when it feels tough. Carol Dweck in The Mindset, The New Psychology of Success explains the view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life. Adopting a growth mindset, believing that effort leads to improvement, makes consistency feel worthwhile, even when challenges arise. So the time is now. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by action. Excuses may feel safe, but they come at a high cost, the cost of your dreams, and that is a painful, painful price that you pay. But the good news, you're not stuck, okay? You are fully capable of choosing yourself. You're capable of choosing something different right now. So start small, stay consistent, and trust that every step to forward brings you closer to the life you envision. And this is your journey, and it's waiting for you to claim it. So no more waiting, no more excuses, because the time is now.